Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Every video on this channel comes with a trigger warning. We don't sugarcoat things here. We speak truth because my intention is always to bring clarity and truth to everyone involved. So you may resonate more as the person, like the outside person involved, than you do the person whose main energy I'm picking up on for the read, and that's okay, right? Whichever way it fits, whatever there is for you to hear will present itself, and I firmly believe that you will handle it flawlessly. You could be doubting yourself, but what I was gonna say we're already channeling, can you tell? All right, focus. The week ahead, be calm instead. That's the title of this video. This is a message, and I got lilies. So to me, lilies represent peace, but they also represent passed on loved ones. So this could possibly resonate for you as a message coming through from a passed on loved one. And there's something significant about lilies. So it could be Lily, someone's name being Lily. But lilies is very significant. We stop and smell the roses because we hear it all the time. But what about the other flowers? What about the trees? What about the grass? What about the very air you breathe? When was the last time you stopped to smell your environment? It's one way to ground you. It helps clear a lot out of your head, right? Because the human vessel's brain can process but so much at one time. So when you bring it something new, it's like you know, when you're trying to gently teach someone, you guide them in a better way. You get their attention in another way. Like sometimes kids are so involved in playing, and you know, you just let them go. Everybody around is like, nah, they're having fun. Everything's cool. No one's fighting. There's nothing bad, you know, let them just play and have fun. And the only way to call them out of that is like food, or, you know, snacks, you know, you got water, you know, something that they need more than continuing what they're doing. Lilies, this fragrance could be one of those things for you. You'll know whatever it is for you with lilies, but there's something significant about lilies. And they do represent peace, and the title is The Week Ahead, Be Calm Instead. So maybe you'll be challenged this week. Why don't we ask that? Why don't we find out what the challenge is for the week ahead? Nickelodeon. Do you see how my brain works? Just going with the flow, the Empress. And sometimes when you're just going with the flow, people might look at you different. Do you want to get on the chair? I have a couple of decks on the chair next to me, and I think he wants... You can't possibly want attention right now. No, you want on the chair. Okay. Let me move my stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. My big baby needs something. There, yeah. You're spoiled and you know it. He wanted to sit on my chair so he could look out the window. I'll post a picture of it. Oh, now he's just curled up. But I'll post a picture of him on my chair onto my Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, go follow me if you're interested in seeing my pupper. He's a handful. So what is the challenge for the week ahead? Oh, Tower. So something, a tower moment. A tower moment, they're not always bad, but they are shocking in some way, right? So something shocking will be happening. Okay. I really don't think it's my grip strength. I think it's just that these cards are too long. I'm over here still complaining. If you're new, then you haven't seen in like every video almost I complain about how hard it is for me to try and grip the bigger decks of cards, to shuffle them the way that I like shuffling. But what ends up happening is I end up having to alter the way that I do it and shuffle differently. Bide your time for someone specifically here. Empress, the Seven of Feathers, and they're both looking in the same direction. And usually, when you're reading cards, right, left is usually considered like past, and right is considered future. So there's something you're more focused on that's gonna help you to be very what's the word? What is it? It was on here. Resourceful and preparation. Strategic, that's the word. Very strategic with your approach whenever this tower happens. What can we know about this tower? What is this, please? Four of Wands. It's a community card. Okay, give me some more. This could be, you could be having to go to some sort of public event that you know is going to be uncomfortable for whatever reason. But because you already know that going into it, that's where that preparation comes from. So but the tower, I feel like it's... Give me more. Clarify this for me, please. What is this tower? This is an interesting tower because it's like your shocking moment. I feel like the shock effect, the tower shock effect doesn't even come in until after the actual tower moment itself has already passed. Yeah, so Empress and the Seven of Swords, right? The Seven of Swords isn't just sneaky, right? It's also strategy. So continuing your state of just being present, being grounded, you know, being true to self, that just being assertive. It feels like an assertive energy. Yeah, it feels very assertive. Stay focused on in that. It is gonna be a good strategy for you, right? I'm getting eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. So clearly whatever happens is something that's trying to throw you off of your path, of that balance. Trying to affect your decisions. Two of Swords. Trying to alter the direction of your energy, right? Because everything is energy. I'm not just looking in the term of the 3D, the materialistic. No, this is deeper. This is going to the seed, to the intention, which is the energy, what they're vibrating at, each person involved. So I said each person involved. So does that mean there's someone else involved? 20. Isn't 20 the judgment card? I don't know their numbers. I'm such a bad student. I just know things, so I don't ever have to really, like, know things. Yeah. That's why I don't hold it against my boys. One has, like, everybody can clearly see that boy's got photographic memory, and then the other one has it but doesn't realize he does. What more can we know about this tower? I'm really curious. Like, I want to, I don't know, I want to be able to, like, watch a movie of what's happening and see you as you're experiencing whatever it is, but it's kind of hard to see the full thing sometimes when it's on an energetic level because there are so many variables involved. Yeah, right, 'cause everyone's Ace of Cups, everyone's happiness looks different. Take your time. Okay, so for the week ahead, be calm instead. Take your time in the week ahead to make decisions. Don't be hasty. Oh, we are in a Mercury retrograde, y'all. Take your time making decisions, okay? Especially if it deals with an ex. If you're feeling called to communicate with one, or if you're feeling called to go hang out with one, you know, that maybe you haven't hung out with in a while. I don't know, whatever your situation is, right? I can think of too many things. Take your time to really consider why you're feeling that, because you could be picking up on that person's energy. They could be thinking about you. And so it's been like you could possibly be having dreams of this person. You could be just random things like around you, making you, for whatever reason, think about that person, and you're kind of like, what in the heck is going on? Like, maybe I do. Like, you're getting to the point where you're starting to question why you're thinking about this person. But take your time to make the decision for whoever this part's for, because this is very specific. For everyone else, this is just any decision in general. Take your time, and especially where others may be involved, because the community card did come out. Especially where others are involved, take your time making decisions, right? Because you don't always know. Honestly, you never know what's in another person's heart. You can think you know, you can feel you know, but just as quickly as you can think a thought, that person could have changed their mind 20 different times, right? And you wouldn't even know it. So there's something in that for someone. Yeah, focus on what you're trying to manifest. Focus on your perfect picture, right? Focus on that, and then after you fully felt it, Now go back and ask yourself whatever question you have, right? That will help you make decisions from a place that will make you happier in the long run. Yeah, King of Pentacles. The Pentacles is the slowest energy in the deck, but out of all of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles, who eventually becomes the king, he's the only one that finishes the race. You know, he's the only one that makes it to the end. That's why they call the King of Pentacles like kingpin energy, you know, like big boss energy. And keep getting committed to the cause. So whatever it is for you, whatever you're working towards, that just makes you feel fortified. Yeah. Bring your focus to that anytime you feel yourself not being calm. Anything else? What else can we know about this tower? I'm being scolded, but it's cute. Because, like, you're pushing. You're pushing. Press it. Maybe don't press the envelope, you know, in the week ahead. Don't press the envelope. Maybe, take more of that Empress approach, that laid back, go with the flow, fully observe everything before issuing a response, right? The Empress does not react, she responds. Yeah. Reacting is Queen energy, not Empress energy. Or Emperor. You know, it's not, King energy is not Emperor energy, basically. So this could be what you're working on, what your goal is to be that version of whatever, when someone says Emperor, Empress, whatever that energy means to you. That's what you're working towards. Good for you. It's exciting, right? You're experiencing things different from how you used to. It's, I'm getting a whole new ball game. Life is a whole new ball game when you reach this level. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Control and security. It allows you to know when to hold back your energy and when to proceed, right? With giving of your energy to something. And that can even be just a thought, right? Because sometimes what we need is to clear the clutter in our head, and then that allows room for that divine inspiration to come in, right? Yeah. I mean, so far this feels so positive, but it's like whatever happens, it's going to be like a suspenseful moment for you. But instead, you know, the week ahead, be calm instead. In that moment where it literally matters most is where you're actually really going to fully harness the centering of yourself. Yeah. And so everything's going to play out, but before that like adrenaline rush wears off and it really sets in, like what just happened, like it's done and over and you've handled it something flawlessly for whatever the situation is, because the final energy is that like that Empress energy, Emperor energy, the victory, Six of Wands, that success of not only mastering your environment, but mastering yourself. Right? And that's not easy to do in easy times and peaceful times. It's a lot harder to do when, chaos ensues in our environment. But this is what you're doing. And I don't know. You're not going to think in the moment, it's like you're not thinking that you're handling it right, but you are. Ten of Pentacles, you are. You're already walking that legacy that you want to leave for yourself, right? And our legacy isn't just what people see. Our legacy is how we feel within, right? Our legacy is what we take with our soul when we go back, which is nothing physical, but everything spiritual that has happened to us throughout our lives. Everything that we have experienced, everything we have felt, everything we've seen, we've heard, that we've touched, that we've smelled, everything like that, that's what you take with you. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is that dedication, but it's also progress. It's putting in the work, that consistency, being consistent, being dedicated. And it pays off, because it is going to pay off whenever this moment happens for you. That's so cool. So what's the advice? Other than, the be calm instead. For the week ahead, be calm instead. You could even use that as an affirmation. For the week ahead, I will be calm instead. Ten of Pentacles wanted to come out. Yeah, that it's stability, right? And attainment. So it's like the as within, so without. So before you can gain stability in the physical in every aspect, you have to gain that in here first, and in here. As within, so without. As above, so below. Once everything resonates within you in that pure tone frequency that is you, then the environment around you will ripple out and reflect back the same frequency. And know that will constantly fluctuate, because this realm, everything very much affects our frequency. So that will fluctuate. But there's like this parameter that we can stay in of things happening where everything is still, it's all good, like it's all good. It's okay. Like you're safe. Like no matter what is happening, you somehow know you're safe. And that could be very important for you. Nine of Cups, fulfillment, gratitude. Like, yeah, like that's a dream come true. Especially in these times, right? As things are perceived now by all of us, things seem to be very unstable, right? But we could also choose to see it as this chaos is the perfect opportunity for us to usher in better ways, better things, that are more stable than what was in place before it, right? So it's actually a beautiful time. Fear not, right? There's no reason to be afraid when you truly have faith. So trust what you're feeling. Yeah. Page of Wands. And be curious. Allow yourself to be curious and really explore your environment without fear. go do the stuff you want to do. Like if you always thought it would be cool to sit in the park and blow bubbles and you're like 85, go sit in the park and blow bubbles and enjoy that. It's always a good day to go to the park and blow bubbles, okay? Just saying. I have a big old gallon of bubbles, and yeah, there are no little kids in this house, so now I'm getting the fairy tales can come true, it can happen to you when you're young at heart. So just be lighthearted. Don't let anything don't let anything get you down. The Sun card, right? I feel like you're just this week you could be in a very positive mind frame, right? And at one point possibly or multiple throughout, there could be things that happen that really try to like really knock you out of that in like an aggressive manner, right? And instead it's like I'm just seeing like, you know, angels coming in from everywhere and just magically, you know, like freaking wizards, they're just magically stopping anything that would be negative, and it's like instantly just being changed to something that to where it works out for your benefit. Like maybe you don't fully control something that you say. Maybe you do say something in a way where somebody else might agree that, yeah, that might have been a little much. But the reason you say it, the intention behind it is because you know that this is what you need to do to really like snap this person out, to make them think, right? And but of course that might trigger them, so you never know. But I feel like no matter which way their reaction goes, the energies just perfectly shift to put you into the mindset where you focus and you're not reacting, you are responding. You're very aware of the truth of everyone involved. You're not being aggressive, you're not being manipulative, you're not being bossy. You know, for somebody you could be like a manager or an owner of a business, and you could be honestly this could even be a parent. You could be having to put your foot down with those that you are responsible for, right? So a manager or a business owner, you're responsible for your employees. A parent, you're responsible for your kids, right? So take it as it resonates. But you're having to put your foot down possibly this week with those you are responsible for. And their reaction, it's going to be like one of those, not my circus, not my monkey, right? You're putting your foot down the moment that somebody tries to it's seven. I'm getting 7 of Swords in the sneaky way, like they're trying to manipulate your energy to control your reaction to get what they want. But that's not the justice in the situation. I'm seeing scales balancing. Like if someone comes and tries to put their finger on it, and no matter how much they press, like, yeah, aggressive image. Okay, thank you. No matter how hard they press and strain themselves and hurt themselves, the force is being balanced. May the force be with you, my dear, whoever this message resonates for. I pity the fool that comes up against you this week because, excuse me, you are divinely guided and divinely protected very, very fiercely in this moment. You could be seeing hummingbirds. There's something very significant about hummingbirds that's sticking out to me. The lily was another one. Lily flowers, or lily the name or the scent. Anything else? Have a great week. Have a great week. And no matter what happens, there's someone out there that's got you. All right. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. If you're new and you like the way I read, go ahead and subscribe and then hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I do upload a new video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.